Hello, welcome to episode 10 of The Slow Burn. I'm Derek with Modern Herb Co., joined today by the one and only, the truly wonderful, our dear leader, Vaughn Dellinger. Come on down.
Kim's gonna get mad if we keep messing this up.
Wait, what am I saying?
In a country accent the entire episode.
Welcome. Welcome to episode 10.
Yeehaw.
Welcome, episode 10 of The Slow Burn. All right, I got some questions for you. I'm reading them below me here. So, what were you doing before Modern Herb Co.? What was the life of Vaughn?
Yeah.
What brought you into this world?
Well, I was in cannabis genetics, and I really enjoyed that side of things. I had a lot of consumers calling me and saying, hey, I really want to find some CBD plants. I don't want to get high. I just want to use this plant's medicine and not get intoxicated. Can you help me? And thought I was having a genius moment to open up a CBD only store.
All right.
And it was called Lumi. And I decided that Modern Herb Co. at that point was going to be the brand that I would make for my store because I wanted better products than what I was finding.
So more of the holistic medicinal approach at the initial start?
Yeah, that was like when the CBD boom was happening. It was like 2018. And I think there was a lot of states that wanted to get high and couldn't, that were coming and finding CBD. You also had just this panacea of like, hemp is going to solve all your problems. And it was like the new pomegranate and everyone wanted to try it. Just things were exploding, but in not the right way, because like I'd go to all these trade shows and there would be like bankers and people that didn't really have, and it doesn't matter your background, I guess, just to say like didn't have much investment in the plant. Just was there for them. They were there for the money and they didn't fully, like I'd ask them, what's in your products? And they wouldn't know. And they thought it was funny. And of course, that's not everyone, but that was kind of the status quo, which was really dismaying. You know, I'm like, people are going to come into my store and they're going to hand me $60 and say they're in pain. I want to know what I'm talking about when I hand them something. I want them to walk away. They came with trust, and I want them to not be let down. And I just didn't see enough companies like really leaning in. There would be like a pretty box with mediocre product inside because some marketing company made it, or these hippie companies that would like make the best products, but they were in the worst boxes because they didn't know how to do design and marketing. And people would come in and like want to buy the pretty box, and I'd have to convince them. I'm like, I know this one looks sketchy, but like this is the winner. And I'm like, you know what? I want to make a company where it acknowledges that people make purchase decisions based on looks, but when they get it home and they try it, they're not disappointed.
Yeah, so taking like the idea of the marketing approach, but with the craft cannabis ideals and kind of merging the two.
Yeah, I just wanted to take some of that and like make the best products we could. And you know, you're in the lab with Sierra. Like we do a lot of R&D. We really care. She's a doctor with a nutraceutical background, and so it's been a really good fit for moving. Yeah,
we definitely have very extensive testing and certifying of everything. It's cool to see though, because in this space, like you talk about, if you don't have people that come in at with the background that you have necessarily, or the love of the consumer and the product to bring those things together, you end up with, you know, substandard products, maybe shortcuts being taken. Yeah. And so it's nice to see like ethics being brought into a company and its product.
Yeah, I think I see a lot of emphasis on getting high or wellness. Yeah. And not a good homogenization of both, right? And I think that's where I've really tried to see us land as a company, is how can we like, great, if you want to get high, what's the best like quality high? And at the same time, you could still use that product if you had gout or something more serious. Like, you know, people love our vapes for a weekend day at the river, but like we have people with epilepsy that rely on that same vape for seizures. Yeah. And other things. So I think we fit into a nice like middle ground there that I'm really proud of.
So here we are, massive amounts of product going out the door. Crazy amount of filling we do every day.
You.
Me and my team making tons of oil, What was that journey from the start to here? What was it like at the start? What's the difference today that you're noticing as far as, are we taking shortcuts today? Are we still driving the same ethics that started this company?
Yeah, I think we've been able to sharpen our pencils more and more as we've grown and had more resources to allocate. We've always had the same strong commitment, but having the people around to execute. We've always been committed to the best formulations, but sharpening our execution of just getting stuff out the door and having less mistakes. Last July, we were a team of 17, and now we're a team of 60. Wow. We went from this we had this full floor in Chinatown in downtown Portland. We had the whole floor of this building. We started in one room. And then with my best friend and brother, who's a chemical engineer, being our vape master at that point, to having an entire lab and it being in this warehouse, and even now outgrowing our space, which feels very unreal, but I'm grateful. It means we're doing something right, and that's what matters most, is that we're doing something that's helping people, and our growth is showing that. So,
what was the "we made it" moment?
The day you said yes, Derek. I'm not going to lie. We were courting you hard. You were showing up.
You guys did. Joel being like, no, just come. I know you said no, but just come look at the place.
Yeah.
Check out the space.
Yeah. You're like, who are these weird stoners trying to get me over there? No.
I'm glad you did.
I'm glad too. We love having you
There's
guys.
very few places I will commute an hour or two each day and actually enjoy doing it. So.
Dude, I know. I think that we made it moment, that one is tough, because I really love something that my partner's sister, who's our product coordinator, said. She said, you're always hard on yourself. But she's like, I read this quote and I thought you'd really appreciate it. And it's like, I'm totally going to butcher it. So just focus on the outlying.
The essence of it.
Thank you. But in just always raising the bar, and never really feeling like you've made it, because we're always trying to get to that next level. And it's like, I'm not even to that next bar, but I can see that it's obtainable. So now I want to raise it. So I don't even get to it half the time. So I'm just like, push it.
By the time you've achieved one goal, you're on to the fifth goal.
Yeah, it is. It's true. I remember sitting and had some revenue goals for us over a year ago, and then found the paperwork where we were strategizing. I'm like, oh my God, we've surpassed that. I think the made it moment is when I see everyone at the office really excelling in their different things. That was my goal, is create products that help people and create space for people to thrive. And I know it's not perfect. If we could all just river float all day, we would. But having to work, and as a part of capitalism and how America works, I think that we're doing a dang good job of not making it a place that you just have to be, which I feel is a lot of people's reality. And I feel so blessed to feel excited and to see that people seem to be excited. Every day is not going to be a winner. But in general, people feel happy to be here. And I love that.
I know that's the vibe in the lab.
Yeah, I love that. Going and Max got whatever playlist going. You guys
have jam sessions all day.
Yeah, we're a jam heavy company, but it's the little things, having dogs around.
Sierra will put on her DJ sets.
Exactly. Yeah, our lab director is a DJ, and our office has 12 therapy dogs roaming around. So we're blessed. Yeah, I feel like that feels like we've made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you've talked about, this is a growing industry. There's lots of companies, putting their product out. What differentiates us overall? What makes us different in this, seemingly crowded space?
It's few and far in between that companies are genuinely passionate about what they're putting out and not just revenue inspired. Obviously, everyone's trying to make money to sustain their business, but I think you have a small handful of people that are really trying to show up and make the best things. And then I think what really makes us an extreme outlier is that we have experienced cannabis and CBD backgrounds to get us there. I see a lot of farms doing some of the best work in terms of making good products. And that's because a lot of the farmers are salt of the earth, just good people, And some of the best brands are ran by farms, but they don't have the technical, a lot of times, experience that we have. And then most of the industry is nicotine and kratom companies that, you know, it's just different culturally and like how those things operate. And so I think our passion coupled with our expertise is really nuanced in this space and makes us exceptional.
So we've talked about the past, we've talked about the present. Now, what about our future? Where's this company going? What's the next plan? What's the 5-year plan here, Vaughn?
Space orbit.
We're going orbital.
AI integration.
Chips in the brain to get you high.
Yes. Were you on a 15-minute break instead of time? Just kidding.
Times our break.
I'm just kidding. I think for us right now, you know, at some point, federal legalization is going to happen with cannabis. We're entertaining. Do we get back into that side of things? I feel reservations. But our products are better than most rec products. You know, we were in that side of things. And so that could be a direction for us, is also being in rec. We have a lot of opportunity in London, Scotland, Spain, and Europe. So we are probably going to be expanding internationally. That's something that we're looking into. We've been in Colombia a few times, checking that out.
Eurovapes.
Yeah, we had a lot of people ordering from the UK.
Cool.
In the past. It was just like logistics were hard. So we're looking at that again. But we're just going to keep listening to people. Really want to encourage people to get in the comments. We're trying to build community. We want this to be a two-way thing, and not just us putting stuff out, but like us building community with the people that are trusting us right now, that are watching these videos, that are buying products from us, and understanding their needs and what they want to see, and creating a relationship. That's my biggest thing for the next year. Like, I want to get a forum on the site where we can have deeper conversations and just getting to know people and continuing to make awesome products that meet their needs.
Right on.
Yeah.
I like that.